name is Wendy Murchy. I am a former chaplain at the women's prison in Abbotsford, and I am now transitioned from Abbotsford back to Nova Scotia to be closer to family.
Right.
Okay, so I was introduced to you by Dave and Jan Mosley, who were former clients of yours. I guess you had sold a couple of places for them, and they were absolutely overly encouraging as far as just the experience that they had, and I found it somewhat challenging just because of the market and the way the market was, and just working through those feelings of, okay, we need to do this in order to, we need to reduce the price in order for this to happen. What I would say to anyone owning a strata property right now is listen to the advice you're given. Don't be hard-nosed about, this is what I want and I'm not going to move from this price. If you're serious about selling, then you need to, in the market that we're in, you just need to bite the bullet and allow it to happen. I mean, for me, in that, when we did that final price reduction, I had, I think, 8 showings in 2 days versus 8 showings in 6 weeks. And so as hard as it is to say, oh, I wish I could get the price that I really wanted, for me, I know that if I had kind of held hard and fast, I'd still be sitting in my home and it would still be on the market, and like I say, I wouldn't be able to move forward with the plans that I had. And so, yeah, for sure, I encourage anyone who's kind of in that boat right now to just listen to the advice. As hard as it is to hear, listen to it and just go with it, because the end result will be positive and good, and you'll be able to move on with your life. I'm glad we're at that place, even though it's taken some steps to get there, and steps that I didn't necessarily like but knew I needed to do, and even in that you were incredibly helpful. I mean, you never twisted my arm, you never said, well, Wendy, if we don't, then you're just gonna sit. You gave me the information and you let me make my decisions as I needed to make them. And like you say, when we got to the negotiating part, I was just actually quite relieved that we were there, and now I could move forward and I could begin to look ahead for the next things that I felt were going to be part of my life. I was so impressed with the way you treated me. Like I say, you came into my home, you sat down with me, you got to know me. It wasn't, hi, I'm here to sell your house, let's get on with it. It was, hi, how are you? Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? And it's just been an incredibly, for me, just a very comfortable relationship. I never felt like you were my professional real estate agent. I felt like you were my real estate agent who is a friend, and who cares about what is best for me in this moment, and who knows how to get me to that end. And yeah, I just really appreciated that sense of, I mean, you're incredibly honest and integral in what you do, and that in and of itself is something that's very important to me and the people that I deal with. And so just knowing that was there to begin with, and seeing that in you, just made it so much easier to walk through this process.